What's up, guys? Back doing a YouTube video right now. Today we're gonna specifically talk about Honda. I'll be using Urian as my character of choice, but mostly this is gonna be general knowledge. You can use every single character. I'll just be showing it with Urian because that's the character I'm most comfortable with. So, there's gonna be some Urian specific stuff, and you'll have to lab it out with your specific character. But I'm gonna give you some few pointers to make the Honda matchup easier. We're not gonna go into neutral and spacing and very intimate stuff. We're going into more the general stuff, the stuff I feel like a lot of when I look on streams, when I look on YouTube, when I look around, and when I played Honda, the stuff I feel like people are having difficulty with Honda right now, so we're gonna talk about, some V trigger stuff he does, some game plan stuff might have to implement, how to deal with his headbutt, stuff like that. That's what we're gonna do this video. Let's start with the move that most people ask me about how to counter and how you do deal with, and that's Honda's headbutt. Honda's headbutt is gonna be a move that you need to know how to punish. Basically, you need to know how to deal with it. So, depending on what headbutt Honda uses, it's a different minus. So you need to punish it differently depending on which one he uses, or you have to rely on a less optimal punish but it's more safe punish because it punishes more options, if you know what I mean. So Honda's headbutts are, his light one is -4, his medium one is -7, his hard one is -12, and the EX one is like -26, I think. So I've set up, I prepared a bit in advance the different headbutts, and let's look how you can punish it. So let's start with the light one. From here, Urian doesn't have any way to punish it, like even there, like. But if we move closer, depending on where on the screen you block a headbutt, it also depends on how far Honda bounces back. So Honda can't safely use headbutt up close, none of them. So if you move closer, it gets more unsafe for him. That's something to take in mind. Another approach is, because it's the light one, they are easier to react to because it's kind of slower, and it's easier to, you can just move backwards and whiff punish him. It's easier to outrange the light one, which is the most safe one for Honda to use. As I said, that's the -4 one. If spaced correctly, you can't really punish it, but he's in a minus situation no matter what. Then if we move on to light one, the light one is very easy to punish, especially for Urian. We can do forward medium punch to cancel into moves. This will always work. Depending on the range, you get the overhead afterwards. But you can do, like, as a shoulder, you can do headbutt and get a knockdown situation. You can, if we're talking this range, you can get stand medium punch if you time it correctly. Or what? Yeah, there we go. But it doesn't work at all ranges. I think the optimal thing to punish with is the forward medium punch. Into cancel. Even though it's a bit harder punish, it is guaranteed. And it makes you also practice delayed canceling to charge move, which is pretty cool. So that's like the medium one, which is -7, as I said. Then if we take the hard punch one, that one's -12, which means we can do stuff like hard punch hit. Oh, shit. The block stun is a bit different on this one, mind you. So you have to time it a bit differently. But we get stand hard punch off this. But again, it's hard to see the difference between the medium one and the hard punch one. So I would just go for forward medium punch again, because it's guaranteed to hit no matter, it will, forward medium punch, as far as I tested, will always hit no matter your spacing. This one you can also do medium punch headbutt punish with. I noticed that. Ugh. But yeah, I would go for forward and medium punch into cancel, because then you don't have to think about if it was a medium or hard punch headbutt. So if it's a light one, try to go for a jab punish. If it's not in range, you're still in advantage. Be careful, because if you whiff a button like jab, some Hondas will, I've already noticed this, if Honda does a safe headbutt, so to say, like one here, and you whiff a jab, sometimes the Honda will whiff punish your jab, you know, because you try to whiff punish it, and then even though he's minus, he'll press a button after you try to whiff punish it, and he'll whiff punish your whiff punish. Oh, well, your punish. It's not a whiff punish, what you're trying to do. So you have to be mindful of that, but just remember, it's always a minus situation. You just have to, like, kind of gasp, like, okay, what range am I at? Can I punish if it does a headbutt from this range? You know, like, it's a bit of experience, depending on what character you use. So go into training mode and lab it out, I would say. But they are punishable. And last but not least, we have the EX headbutt. Minus 26 means Urien gets dash up, crouch hard punch. If you see he walks backwards after I'm done, that means like he's gonna be blocking. So this is a punish. Even though Honda is a big body guy, this is Urien specific. We get this if we're good, but it's he's a small body still. So it can whiff the juggle. Honda's hitbox is weird. It's not a big body one, but it's definitely not like a medium or small body one either. So, because I've noticed, how can you say? I've noticed that if Honda jumps in on you, you're almost guaranteed to anti-aim with crouch hard punch, even if he's kind of behind you, just because he's so fat. So yeah, it's kind of a weird body type he has. The double crouch hard punch combo isn't guaranteed, but anti-airs are a lot easier on him. So last thing I want to mention about EX headbutts before we're done with this is it's not a true reversal. So let's say you have a Honda and he wakes up with EX headbutt, right? It's free. It's not a real reversal. So let's say we just go for a normal knockdown situation. Let's see. He's set to normal recovery, so we just do this. And as you can see, he is waking up with the EX headbutt. If you time your melee correctly, you don't have to respect the EX headbutt. It's not a real wake up option. And it can be punished. Where you have to be careful of Honda's headbutt is not on wake up. It's the option after wake up. So if we set him to guard, we turn that off. We set this on. This is where I think people use Honda's headbutt. It's stuff like that. But that can be thrown. But it's hard to throw, but you can do it. That's kind of like how you deal with Honda's headbutt. It's not a real reversal, and that's also there's not really a video for it, but that's also why I feel like Honda is not like the best character, because like his wake up options isn't that good. You can disrespect the Honda and wake up if you have your meaties ready. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is Honda's butt slam. Honda's butt slam. Honda's butt slam is a weird move, depending on which one he uses. So let's just go over with the light ones. You can't, as Urien, you can't really like. They're hard to anti-air with Urien. You can't stay grounded and anti-air. Like you have to do stuff like that. A more safe option with Urien specifically is we can like just jump medium punch it. I haven't actually tried. Yeah, forward medium punch doesn't do like either. Like if you can face the move in the air before the butt slam starts, you're pretty Gucci. You're pretty safe. And that's basically how it is with most of the butt slams, to be honest. The butt slams on block are mostly safe, if I remember right. I can't actually remember the frame date, so let's just say, Urien's plus 3 there. And because of the spacing, like, first of all, he doesn't have any free framer. And the spacing makes it so it's actually really hard to punish. But you are in a plus situation. I guess it's the same for most of them. That one crosses up. Come on, block. Plus 5, okay, so you can punish that. If you get the block off. Yeah, instead like I would just like if I see Honda do butt slams, I'll try to react with jump back medium punch or something like that. You know, like how I would deal with Vegas Barcelona is how I would deal with Honda stuff. Because of Urien has a really good upwards moving medium punch, jump medium punch, so it works really well in that situation. And the same goes for this one. Like I don't even know how minus this is, so like -3, yeah. So And the best thing about it is Urian kind of autocorrects the medium punch. Like I'm jumping back, and if the hunter gets behind me, it's still like he autocorrects it. I'm just pressing back and medium punch. So if the hunter is behind me as I'm doing it, it autocorrects to the right side. Now, then there's the EX one. The EX one is a tricky one because it's very fast and it hits on the ground. And it crosses up. And it's plus. And it's safe. So. And you can't, because it puts you in block, Urian can't really like jump it either. So like the best option Urian has for this is just like EX headbutt. Even EX headbutting, if the first hits you, is difficult, but you can't do it. That's like the best option for it if you want to deal with it. I would say just block it out because like it's a meter option. He can't use it all the time. And I think I noticed this. If Urian blocks it close here, I guess that's most characters. If you block it close, you can kind of walk backwards and punish it. So like if he does it this close, you can just kind of hold back and you'll get out of range. But for further ranges, it doesn't really work like that. So that's something I noticed with it that is kind of interesting. That's a good way to punish it. And that's kind of everything there is with the headbutts. There's not butt slams. There's not a lot to them. You just need to find like one good option to deal with them. They aren't really the best tool Honda has, but Hondas will definitely try to abuse them in neutral. Okay, the next thing I want to show is Honda's command throw. Let's just take this option right here. So like Honda's command throw is not really something to be scared of, to be honest. Like if you take it, like look how far away we end up. Honda's command throw is a Alex command throw. And what I mean by that is he has to take a huge risk to get back in using this. When Honda uses his command throw, his offense stops. As far as I know, and as far as I've lapped out, Honda can't do anything that is safe pressure after command throw. He has to take a risk after doing a command throw. So, just to like point this out more, just to point this out more clearly, let's just do this quickly. If we dash in like that, even in the corner. So what you have to be scared of with Honda does a command throw, like you have to be able to like, if you get command thrown, like even if you do like EX1, even he does EX1. I was late with my jab there. Even if with EX1, Honda doesn't get any pressure, like after it. So with this knowledge, there's not really anything like really to be scared of with the command throw, is there? Like the only thing you have to be mindful of is you have to see if he dashes, because the mix-up, so to say, is this or this, something like that. So you just have to, you can react to that. That's the mix-up, so to say, because like he does the forward hard kick to get the cross counter of a jab that is preemptive and not reactive. But mostly, it's worth it to take the command grab is the point I'm trying to make, because if Honda does a command grab, his pressure ends. It's the same with normal throw. Normal throw, he doesn't really get anything either. Like he gets that. He doesn't get anything that can really combo. That's my point. Especially of back throw. Like I think the only thing that he can combo from a normal throw is like, no, that's not even in range. So like taking the throw against Optia, as funny as that meme is actually like kind of valid, because he doesn't really get any pressure after you have taken the throw. Not even like he doesn't even get a pseudo throw loop in the corner of a forward throw, even though it looks like he should. Like, look how far he gets thrown back. Like, he can do medium punch and hard punch and forward hard kick. That's it. When Honda does a throw, he has to take a risk. Either he goes back to neutral, which, you know, Honda's pretty good at, but if he is at a life deficit, it's not the best thing to go back to neutral. Or he wants to go forward, like with a dash, and that's unsafe. Or he walks forward and can get hit. Honda has to take a risk after doing a throw, unless he wants to go back to neutral. So by you taking the throw, either you're gonna go back to neutral and you might win it there, or Honda is gonna take a risk. So for you, that's a good trade. You know? There's not more pressure, there's not more walk forward medium punch like Cammy or Lucia and all these other characters can do. There's nothing like that. Honda can't do that. Not with a command throw, not with a normal throw. So that's just a thought process I want people to understand when they're playing against Honda. That's like, this can help you beat Hondas. And here at the end, here the last thing I want to touch upon. The last thing I want to talk about. Just a final small note. Because V-triggers are still very unexplored with Honda. So there's not really a lot to talk about. But I just want to show this one thing. And shout out to my friend Brian that showed this on Twitter. BTM Brian. Or Brian Scotsman. So we all seen this, and then Honda activates this. You can just throw it. The hands. I haven't really talked about hands because I don't feel like they're worth talking about. But hands are either +1 or -2. Let's just go autumn here so we can see -2, -1, +2, +2. So I don't know what is worth talking about with hands. Like, really, I don't feel like there's anything. I just wanted to show that last thing because, like, you can throw that thing. Like, if you're that close and, like, yeah, it's not real. There's nothing real in that. When it gets you to the corner, that is a mix-up. But as we just talked about, you know, if you take the throw, he doesn't really get any more pressure after that. So you shouldn't really press buttons when you are in the corner because you're nothing really to be scared of. So, like, unless you're in a dying situation, unless you're about to die, you have to take the 50-50. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. That's it for this video. It was just a quick video where I wanted to show off, you know, some stuff I feel like, you know, newer players might have a hard time dealing with playing against Honda, you know. Hopefully this will help you. Hopefully you, like, learn something, and maybe this will inspire you to go into training mode and just really, like now I've laid out the pavement. Now you can build on this, you know. Like, you can build, like, okay, now I know these things. Now I can go in with my character and I can go and, yeah, practice and find ways to deal with this stuff. Because now you've seen you can deal with it. And that's about it. If people enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a like. If you think I'm awesome, please subscribe, okay? It costs nothing and it helps me a lot. And that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If this is something you guys enjoy, I'm gonna probably make more of it. Maybe gonna make more of it no matter what. Who knows? There's still 2 other characters, but Honda is just like the obvious one to do this with because, yeah, people just don't know with Honda. Like, I played Honda for a few days since he came out this week, and it's just like people just don't know. So I'm giving people a place where they can learn. And that's everything, guys. Have a nice day. See ya.